Hey, True Life Church. This is Pastor Chris coming to you from my car in my driveway, as I like to do. I want to give you an update on our search for a long-term building, and then also our search for a short-term rental facility. We're looking for both. We're trying to get both right now, trying to tackle a lot at the same time here. So first of all, the long-term building search, long-term home, a missional outpost, we're calling it. Where are we at with that? Well, one thing we've asked for from our church is to pray about whether or not we should continue to fundraise. We've got close to 1.2 million in the bank. We were looking to have 2 million in the bank by April 30th. That didn't happen. So the question has been, should we continue to try to fundraise, or should we just go with what we have? And if we find a place, then we can continue to try to raise money if need be. So our board met on Monday night, and we decided, let's not try to do any more fundraising. Let's just go with what we have. If we find a place, and let's say it's 1.8 million, we'll make an offer, we'll make a cash offer, and then we'll have close to probably 60 days or so to raise the additional $600,000. And we would just, have faith that God would supply that, and people would give towards that vision. If it's a God thing, if God's in it. So that's where we're at. No more fundraising for now. If we get it, if you have a big investor that you're talking to, keep encouraging them to give. That would be great. But we're just going to wait right now, and keep looking for a building. Judy Sherwood is our realtor, has been actively looking for a plot of land, a building, anything. One thing our board feels strongly about is taking Farmingdale off the list. We actually put it on a couple months ago. We expanded our radius outside of Brick and included other zip codes like Farmingdale. Our building team, which includes Pat Hess, Sean Burney, and Steve Doughty, we went out to look at 2 properties in Farmingdale. And although they were very viable options, especially in and of themselves, they were very viable options. But when you look at the geography, it just felt to all of us like pretty far off the beaten path, pretty far. Not just a long drive and it's inconvenient, not that, but just a change of culture, a change of feel. We all felt like this will change the makeup of our church, and our board pretty much unanimously felt the same way the other night. They felt like, yeah, this is just a different area, Farmingdale, than Brick, and it's more isolated. It would change our church, and it would almost change the vision of what we want to use this missional outpost for. So we decided to take Farmingdale off the list. Now, if you're out there and you're listening and you're feeling like, no, that's a bad decision, please, you're welcome to go pray about it. We just looked at a place, 533 Adelphia Road in Farmingdale. You can go drive by there, look at it, pray about it. It's just a plot of land. And if you feel like, I think God might be in this, let us know. We could be wrong. Send us an email. Let us know. But if our board and our building team represent our church, and it's pretty unanimous, I doubt that's going to be the case, but who knows? So that leaves us with, how far is too far? If we're crossing Farmingdale off the list, how far is too far? We still are praying about that, and would you pray about that with us? How far north is too far north? How far south is too far south, etc.? We don't know. So please pray that for us. We've been calling churches to see if any of them are looking to sell their property, if they've outgrown their facility, if letting them know we're in the market. So we are doing that while Judy is looking for plots of land and places that are for sale. We've just been calling some churches and just saying, we're in the market if this comes up. So just be praying. Just be praying. That brings us to a short-term rental facility and what's going on with that. We are currently at Summers Farm. We are meeting there outside on Sunday mornings. We had one service there, and it worked great. Maybe some minor tweaks that need to happen, but for the most part, it's great. Some of you who have been staying away because of COVID reasons ventured out, and it was so great to see you. And it's been great to be able to meet outside. And we could theoretically continue past May meeting at Summers Farm. We could bear with the heat, the summer heat, but we don't know when it's going to rain. We don't know if we're going to be hit with rain, and then we've got to cancel the service, and we got to just kind of do a streaming online from my house. There's no backup plan right now. So we are looking for a short-term rental facility. If we knew that we were going to be in our long-term home by August, now we'd say, of course, we're just going to do Summers Farm until August. And if we have to cancel a few times, we cancel a few times. But we don't know that's going to happen, and fall is going to roll around, and eventually we're going to have to go inside anyway. So we are looking for a short-term rental facility. I previously sent out 3 options that were on the table officially: St. Paul's in Brick, Calvary Lighthouse in Lakewood, and then Allaire Farm in Wall Township. Our board on Monday night, we've asked the church to pray, looked at the pros and cons. It just looks like out of those 3, St. Paul's is the confirmed option. Keep that on the table. Calvary Lighthouse was charging too much and for too little hours of use. And Allaire Farm, as gracious as Sean and Joe and Bernie are to allow us to use it, because we would only be able to use it until August, it just felt like a lot to set up over there, big overhaul, and then break down and try to find another place come August. So it's either St. Paul's, which means we move to an evening service on Sunday night, or we continue to try to find another facility where we can do Sunday morning, but likely it would change our geographic location. And there's a couple possibilities that we're still exploring. There's a YMCA in Toms River. There's Monmouth Airport. We're trying to get some data on those things before we call them official options. So right now, St. Paul's is our only official option. But again, that would require us to move to Sunday evening services. So here's what we're asking you to pray with this. Which is better, to keep our geographic location central to Brick but move to an evening services, or keep the Sunday morning feel but move to a different geographic location? I'm of the opinion, and I think I can speak for our board when I say that it's better to move to the evening and stick to our geographic location than to try to cling to this Sunday morning idea, but really go 20 minutes into Toms River or 20 minutes further north. But again, be praying, because I could be wrong and they could be wrong. So just be praying for wisdom on that. If you find anything, feel free to email Mandy Mercado, Mandy@TrueLifeNJ.com. Don't email me. She's the one looking into those details. Mandy@TrueLifeNJ.com. But most of all, this is just an update and keeping you in the loop so we can all be praying together. In the meantime, we're at Summers Farm. It's outside. God's going to provide us with some beautiful days. We're praying, and it's been fun. So this is an exciting time. No? A lot of unanswered questions, but that's okay. It's exciting. Hope you're excited. Thank you.